Hey Facebook, hope you all are doing okay today, man. It is September 21st. It's a beautiful day, but I wanted to do a video on something I've been getting a lot of messages on, and that's the question, is it okay to have friends of the opposite sex when you are in a committed relationship? Alright? Now, the simple answer is yes. Okay? You can have friends, and it's okay to have friends of the opposite sex in committed relationships. But there's a catch. You must understand when and where to draw the boundaries, okay? We want to say they're just friends. We want to say even that we've been friends long before you and I started dating. But it doesn't always end there. You can't treat friends of the opposite sex in the same way you treat your friends of the same sex, simply because they're a different sex than you. Now, when you look at what it is to be a friend, it means someone you share an emotional connection with. It means someone that adds something to your life, someone you love and trust. That can create a lot of gray area sometimes when it comes to insecurities, when it comes to feeling as though this person is stepping on the line. And it's very easy to do that because when you're hanging and chilling with friends, you don't think about them like the average person, okay? They're already behind your gates of defense. You know, there's no reason to think this person has any ulterior motives when it comes to just being friends. So why can't I talk to them at midnight? Why can't I go over by their house and be there for hours on end? Why is it that I can't go out with them for lunch or for dinner and think twice about how my boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife is going to feel? And that's the problem. Because we become very blind to a lot of things simply because they are friends. Now, I will say this. It's very hard for a man and a woman to remain strictly friends without there being more emotional connections, without there being attraction, if you don't have boundaries. And boundaries are nothing like disrespect. It's just an understanding that, hey, I can be a guy and you can be a woman. But because I'm a guy, there's certain things I can't do with you because I know that has the possibility to lead down a road I don't want to walk. And it's not because I don't trust you as a friend. It's because this is what I need to do to protect my relationship. And a lot of times people don't do things to protect their relationships. We're very naive. And sometimes we can even get blindsided by things. Take for example, why is it that you find a lot of people when they cheat or when they break up, they automatically go and hook up with their best friend of the opposite sex or someone who's always been in their life from the opposite sex? And it's because they already have connections with that person. It's because they can be vulnerable around that person. In the same way they've built a relationship with you, they've built a relationship with their friend. And that could be very serious, all right? So guys, some things you have to understand if you have women as friends. You can't always be talking to them all kinds of hours of the morning, especially after your girlfriend or your wife has gone to sleep. I don't think that's very respectful to her. And I don't think your friend, who is a woman, should be allowing you to do that in the first place. Because that can come off very weird, okay? That can come off very weird. In itself, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad action. But I don't think it's a good practice, especially if you are a committed guy, okay? So guys, you gotta monitor those late night conversations and texting, alright? Ladies, when it comes to having best friends or friends that are men, you gotta draw the boundaries when it comes to the way you dress and how you talk to them and maybe even how you allow yourself to be so vulnerable around them. I know a lot of men that are uncomfortable with the way you dress at home when your guy friends come over. Or I know there may be a lot of guys who don't like the fact that you maybe giggle so much when you're talking with your friends, or you may spend a lot of time talking with them thinking that they're just friends. And that one may be universal, but these are just some of the things that we have to do as people if we want to protect our relationship and if we want to protect our friendship. And finally, this last take-home message. A lot of people who you think are friends are really only waiting until your relationship fails. Okay? They may come off like they are nice, they may come off like they are genuine, but trust me, the only reason they are your friend is because they want you as more than a friend. And sometimes we don't understand that because we look at the nice gestures. We look at the way they talk about our girlfriend and our boyfriend. And we think to ourselves, man, this person loves you, baby. They don't want to be my girlfriend. They always talking about you. They looking out for you. Every time I go out, they always telling me, don't look at this one and don't look at that one. They there for you. Trust me, it's an act, okay? A lot of times people are just placing themselves in the right position so that they can strike when you are most vulnerable. If you cherish your relationship and if you love that person you are with, you have to sometimes be harsh and cut those people off, all right? So guys, this has been my little 2 cents on best friends of the opposite sex in committed relationships. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. If you have, as always, give it a like and give it a share so someone else can receive this message too. Okay? Y'all take care, Facebook.